You woke up this morning, checked your phone, and trusted that the time was correct. But for most of human history, what time is it depended on where you were standing. And the reason it doesn't anymore is because trains kept crashing. Before 1883, every town in America set its own clock by the sun. Noon was when the sun was highest. That meant noon in New York was 4 minutes earlier than noon in Philadelphia, and 12 minutes earlier than noon in Washington. Every town was its own time zone. This worked fine when the fastest thing on earth was a horse. But then came the railroads. Trains ran on schedules. And a train schedule printed in Chicago time didn't match a clock in Pittsburgh. Railroad companies each had their own time. Some stations had 2 clocks, one for local time, one for railroad time. Some had 3. It was dangerous. Trains on different time systems shared the same tracks. Dispatchers couldn't coordinate. And on October 19, 1869, a train crashed near Providence, Rhode Island. The official cause? Time confusion. The conductor thought he had more time than he did. Sandford Fleming was a Scottish-Canadian engineer who had his own time problem. In 1876, he missed a train in Ireland because the schedule was printed in local time and his watch was set to a different local time. He was furious. And he was an engineer. So he decided to fix time itself. Fleming proposed dividing the Earth into 24 time zones, each exactly 1 hour wide, anchored to a single reference meridian at Greenwich, England. No more local noon. No more, my town's time versus your town's time. One system. One planet. He wasn't the first to suggest time zones. That was proposed as early as 1858 by Enrico Filippanti, an Italian mathematician. But Fleming was the one who pushed it through. He lobbied governments, wrote papers, presented at international conferences. For 8 years. Meanwhile, in America, the railroads couldn't wait. On November 18, 1883, the major railroad companies unilaterally adopted 4 time zones across the United States. They didn't ask Congress. They didn't ask the states. They just did it. It was called the Day of 2 Noons. Towns that had to set their clocks back to match the new standard time experienced noon twice that day. It took decades for cities to fully adopt railroad time. Detroit didn't switch until 1900. Some towns held out for years, refusing to let the railroads tell them what time it was. But time won. Standard time won. And the International Meridian Conference in 1884 adopted Fleming's system globally. 24 zones. 1 reference point. The planet, synchronized. Today, the only country that still uses full local time is Nepal, UTC plus 545, and honestly, that's kind of great. Every time you check your phone and it automatically adjusts for daylight saving, or you land in a new city and your watch is already right, you're using Sandford Fleming's system. A system invented because trains kept crashing and one engineer missed a train. The reason your phone knows what time it is in Tokyo, London, or your own bedroom is because trains kept crashing and one guy was late for a train in Ireland. The world agreed on time because the world couldn't agree on clocks.
The world agreed on time because the world couldn't agree on clocks.